Hi guys, it's Miss Bloomer. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own color wheel, but it has a little twist to it today. You're going to turn your color wheel into an eyeball for a little creature. Here we go. So you're going to need some materials. You're going to have to go find something in your house that's round. I'm using this red cup. So this is a good size. You don't want it to be much bigger than this because we are going to turn it into a creature and you're going to need the outside space to add those details. So go find something that's round and not too much bigger than a cup. You're also going to need a smaller circle to trace. So you can use a quarter. I'm using a bottle cap for mine. So those are some things you're going to need. You're also going to need a pencil. You're going to need a ruler. And I'd like you to use crayons for this project. You're going to go and get primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. You're also going to need the secondary colors, purple, orange, and green, okay? And a black crayon. So make sure you have those things. So the first step to this project is you're going to take that round object that you found in your house and go ahead and trace it. So that's going to be the beginning of your color wheel. But we also want to leave space for the pupil. Later it's going to be an eyeball, remember? So you're going to go ahead and trace that. There. So the next step is we're going to add our primary colors first. And I already made one for you to take a peek at. I'm going to turn this way a little bit. So you're going to use your ruler, and we're just going to start making these first 3 sections. You're going to need 12 altogether. So the first section is just going to be where I put my yellow, one of the primaries. Down here is another section. So start with those first. I'll show you why in a minute. Those are the first 3. We're just going to make our sections first. Now you need to have 12. So I'm just going to make a little mark here, 1, 2, and those are going to end up being 3 sections right there. I'm going to make 2 more marks. Those are going to be 3 sections. And then here, 2 more marks. And then you go back with your ruler and extend those lines. There. So you want to make sure you have 12 different sections. So you're breaking the circle up into 12 parts. They don't necessarily all have to be the same size section, but you don't want one to be too teeny and one really big. It'll just look a little strange. So there we go. You just want to count, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 sections, so I'm good to go. So you're just going to do your primary colors first. I'd like you to use crayons for this. You can do this project with paints and colored pencils too, but we're going to use crayons today. So I'm just doing my primaries, and I want to make sure that I have enough space for my yellow, orange, 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 red. Red's going to go right here. Next primary is blue, so I want to make sure I have enough for my reddish purple, purple, bluish purple. Blue's going to go right here. So go ahead and make your primary colors first. Okay, next we're going to go to our secondary colors. So the secondary color is going to be in the middle, somewhere here, right there exactly, between those 2 primaries, because we know that yellow and red makes orange. So I'm just going to place my orange there. You could mix yellow and red together and it would produce an orange as well. Next, I'm going to grab my purple, and in the middle of these 2, I'm going to make my purple section. Last but not least, green in the middle of these 2 because we know yellow and blue makes green. Okay, now the next colors we're going to make are called tertiary colors. So a tertiary is when you blend a primary with a secondary. So I'm just going to start up here with my yellow-orange. I'm starting with yellow. I'm going to make a layer of yellow there, and I'm going to add a layer of orange right on top of that. Sometimes it can be tricky with crayons. If you were using paint, it would blend a little better, but I know that most of you do have crayons, so I would like you to use that for this today. So the next, we're gonna mix a combination of orange and red to make another tertiary color, which is an orangey red. So I'm just gonna start by laying down a little coating of red, and then I'm gonna place orange on top of that. So we have a reddish orange. So I'm just gonna keep on going, kind of following that kind of pattern there. So what do you think is gonna be here? Right, reddish purple. So we're gonna do, and it doesn't matter if you can do red first if you want, or purple first. It's up to you. So I'm just doing some purple and a little layer of red on top of that. So our color wheel's coming along. See, this looks a little too red to me, so all I need to do is go back and grab my purple again and just add a little purple. So that may happen. You just kind of have to decide, what color do I need to add? So I needed a little more purple. So that should be my reddish purple. So here, what's gonna be there? Purplish blue, bluish purple. I'm gonna do a little bit of blue here. So if you've made a color wheel with me before, you may have used paint in the past or colored pencils, but we'll just try to do it with crayons today. So I have my bluish purple here. What goes here? You knew it, bluish green or turquoise. And I know crayons come with all these fun names on them nowadays, and they already have a turquoise color mixed. They already have like a yellowish red crayon, but it's important for you to know how to mix colors, so that's why we're doing that. I'd prefer you to start with just the primary colors and the secondary colors. None of those fancy crayon colors that are already mixed for this one, okay? So here, what's gonna be here? A yellowish green. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of green. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow on top of that. Ta-da! I have my color wheel. Now, remember, we're making this into an eye. This is the iris, the colored part of the eye. This is gonna be the pupil. So what I like to do to make it look realistic and make it look like a real eye, we're gonna add a little hint of like a shine. So we're gonna leave that circle white and color the rest of it around there black. So that's gonna be the pupil of our color wheel eyeball. I have a little bit of a texture underneath my table, so there's just some white kind of showing. But if you have a smooth surface under your paper, you probably won't have that happening. Maybe if I go like this. Okay, so I have my eyeball. I'm ready for the next step. So remember, it's up to you whose eyeball you're making. Will it be a bird? Will it be a snake? Or some other creature that you can come up with from your imagination? Good luck.